snow soon. But thanks for coming and supporting the music program that we have here at the Hannibal Performing Arts Center. And how many of you are here for the first time? Well, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate that very much. Tell your friends. We are so proud to have these two groups with us tonight. You were here with us in December. How many of you were here for Encore's first every year at the Hannibal? And you're all back, thank you. So we are very happy to have them. And they brought some of their friends with them. And so along with the Encore Wind Ensemble, first we have the late Wobegon Brass Band. And with Michael Halstenson as the principal conductor. And this is all coming together under the music of the British Isles. And we thank you again for coming, and the late Wobegon Brass Band.
There we go. Terrific. Well, thank you so very much, and thanks for coming. As I was driving down Highway 10, there was a big sign that said, winter storm warning beginning at 6 p.m. So I suppose we're right in the middle of it now. But we're so pleased to see you. This is the Lake Wobegon Brass Band. My name is Michael Halstenson. And, you know, it's fun for us tonight because this band is starting their 30th season, and their founding conductor was a fellow by the name of Charles Olson, and a good friend of ours. He was up in the Anoka area, and I knew him for years and years, and just a truly great man. And a couple of years after, I'm not actually sure of the dates, but a couple of years after the Wobegon started, then he was the founding conductor of the Encore band as well. And so a great history with these two bands tonight with Chuck Olson on that. That first piece was called Flourish for Glorious John, transcribed for brass band by a friend of ours, and I say a friend of ours through email only. His name is Graham Lloyd. He lives in Australia, and he seems like quite a character. Every time we have emails, we just laugh all the time with his emails. The last one, I sent an email saying, Graham, we just read through Flourish for Glorious John. It's working great. We're going to really love it and all of that. And he says, Mike, you're a bloody ripper. So we had to email back and ask if that was good or bad. And he said, yes, it was very good. I'm going to tell you I'm going to stay as brief as I can, that this concert tonight actually started out with a project that came up a couple of years ago by our own Jack Stamp in the percussion section, right back. Oh, he's over here someplace. There he is, right there. Where he put together a consortium of composers, really from all over the world, to honor the 150th anniversary of Vaughan Williams' birth, which is now this year. We're celebrating it right now. And through Oxford University Press, the composers were asked to go through this, choose an orchestral piece, a choral piece, or something like that, and transcribe it for either brass band or wind band. And then these pieces will be published through a company called GIA, which they have been, most of them, and recorded now coming up in May. So it's been about a 2-year project and really great fun. And Graham was one of the composers that he chose Flourish for Glorious John. I was so fortunate to be one of the other composers to be chosen. And so we were just given a free rein of going through Oxford University Press, through the list, and listening and choosing a piece that we'd like to do. And I chose the final movement of his Symphonia Antarctica. And this is a piece of music that Vaughan Williams, he wrote for a film score back in the early 1940s called Scott to Antarctica. It was all about the ill-fated journey that they went and never returned on. And you can read about that in our program notes. But Vaughan Williams was chosen to write the film music for this film. It was very well received, and then after the film, he took the music and created a symphony. And the last movement is called the Epilogue. And so I chose this to transcribe for brass band. It's a very, very unique piece, a wonderful piece, a great piece of music. For those of you that are Vaughan Williams fans and you can't get enough of the Lark Ascending and Rose Midre and those beautiful, beautiful pieces, I'm sorry. This is Vaughan Williams at some very adventurous harmonic movement and through all of this. There are lots of places where you wonder, is that really right? But it's a tremendous piece and highlighted by sort of the eeriness, the harshness of the Antarctic and the wind and the storms that they went through. And certainly one of the highlights of the piece is the use of a wind machine to give us that feeling of the cold. which we actually have. Our own Bob Smithson in the percussion section built one for us. So this is we're kicking the tires on this piece. This is our premiere weekend for this piece. And so we hope that you enjoy this very, very dramatic epilogue from the Sinfonia Antarctica. in the spirit of music for the British Isles, we'd like to play one more piece for you, which is a very special piece for us, called The True and Tender North. Over the past several years, we have created a wonderful relationship with a composer over in England by the name of Philip Wilby. And Philip Wilby, by many, is considered the godfather, the greatest brass band composer possibly in the world, one of them at least. And he has had an association for years and years with a very famous brass band called the Black Dyke Band. And we've had the opportunity, we've been over there 3 times and have been with him. And the last time that we were there, we had a chance to travel with him, play music with him. He's a fantastic organist as well, and we play brass and organ things with him over there. And we got to sit in on a concert and play with the famous Black Dyke Band. We were supposed to go there in, 2020. We were supposed to go there in 21. We're still not there. It's all paid for. But we are planning to go there in June now of 22 and hoping to get there for our 4th trip, where once again Phil has lined up a joint concert with the Black Dyke Band and several other concerts. He's a fantastic man, and we love him dearly. It's so interesting. Him and his wife Wendy bought a windmill, and that's what they live in, a 7-story windmill right out on a hill in Yorkshire. So each room is a round room, living room, kitchen, bedroom, office, bedroom, and it's just crazy. It's really, really neat. And when you get up finally to the top, you get to see half of Yorkshire, but it's really, really cool. So we've commissioned a couple pieces from him, one called Beyond Far Horizons, and then this next one, The True and Tender North, which was a dedication to our 3 founding folks, Dave Peterson, Gordy Nielsen, and Rick Perkins, who started this band, as well as Chuck Olson as the founding conductor. And so this piece is basically dedicated to them. And now we wanted to play this because this is true brass band. The other ones were transcriptions of orchestral music. This was written for brass band. It has the colors and all of the stuff that goes with it. And one of the things that happens over there is lots and lots and lots of notes. And so when you get a Philip Wilby piece, you hang on for dear life and practice a lot. And so we hope that you enjoy this wonderful piece, The True and Tender North. And we're so pleased that you came and thankful for being here tonight on the stage with the Encore Band. Thank you for having us. tonight, the intermission is setting up for the Encore band. So we're going to get our things out of here. Luckily, Encore is using our percussion, so that makes it easier. And so why don't you go ahead and stand up and stretch. If you want to take a quick run out to the lobby and buy as many Lake Wobegon CDs as you can. There's no limit. Buy all you wish. Well, yeah, the Remembrance CD is the True Intended North that we just played is on one of those CDs. Find it. Buy all of them, then you can find it on that. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for having us here at this wonderful hall. Thank you.
Thank you. The concession stand is open for this interval right here between bands as Encore gets set up. It's my pleasure to welcome back the Encore Wind Ensemble to the Hannibal Performing Arts Center, and with Jerry Luckhardt as the conductor and the artistic director for Encore. And please give them a real big welcome here for Encore Wind Ensemble.
yes. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for venturing out tonight in the weather and all of that. We're in a nice warm place. We'll just stay here and stay cozy, shall we? That'll work. Good. This is, of course, the Encore Wind Ensemble. We are delighted to be back at Hannaford Theater. This is just a beautiful place. We fit in beautifully on the stage, and we enjoy it. I want to echo the sentiments of Mike Halstenson. Chuck Olson was the founding conductor of both of these ensembles, and we've never shared the concert stage together until tonight. So I think this is a due honor for Chuck and all his ingenuity, his creativity, and his wonderful humanity. So we're honoring Chuck tonight, hypothetically at least. That was, of course, the whole suite in E-flat, a groundbreaking piece for wind band in 1909. We're going to continue like the Wobegon Brass Band. We're also involved in the project with the Vaughan Williams recorded. And the second piece we're going to play for you is Romanza, the third movement from his fifth symphony, orchestrated for wind band. I think it's probably an early performance, if not, but it's certainly an Upper Midwest premiere. So I hope you enjoy this transcription of Romanza by Ralph Vaughan Williams. That makes a cold evening very warm, doesn't it? We're going to continue with a piece that will change the spirit of the room quite a lot. Hope you enjoy Malcolm Arnold. you've had the opportunity to read the program notes. I'd like to acknowledge the person who put the program together, the print program, and did the artwork and all of that. Margot, in the clarinet section, does beautiful work. Stand up, Margot. She makes us look so good. It's terrific. So with that, we left the house lights on a little bit so you could read the program notes, so I didn't have to do a lot of talking. Get you on the road just a little bit sooner tonight. I think you'll be grateful for that, hopefully. We're going to continue with another piece of Vaughan Williams, another transcription that we'll record in May. This is his second Rhapsody, Norfolk Rhapsody. Hope you enjoy. I just want to express my thanks again for the Lake Wobegon Brass Band. How about another round of applause for them? Yes. They're the busiest band in show business. They've had, I think, 4 performances in 4 days here. So they're on the road. Again, they play a full concert tomorrow and Monday night. So good luck with those. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. And everyone, we're going to play a jig just to get you out of here. It's about 3.5 minutes. So you'll toe tapping all the way. Thanks again for coming, and we'll see you again.